Bitch, I hope my chopper bless me. Stay by my side in case a nigga try to press me. Run up, do a nigga messy. He don't want no smoke, I let my chopper count his blessings. Ooh, bitch, I hope my chopper bless me.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Glow back in the day with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about Wattson. Most importantly, all the hate she's been getting. I've been hearing she's trash, that she's a camper, she's overshadowed by Caustic or Gibraltar. No, that's cap. All these are lies, and I'm gonna tell you why. But first, guys, I want you to let me know how season 2 has been treating you. Have you been getting any good loot? How far are you guys in the battle pass? And most importantly, how are you liking Wattson? Now first, let me start by saying Wattson is the most difficult legend in the game to play correctly by far. So that's probably why a lot of you think she is trash, because she's not a legend you're just gonna pick up and just be good with. She is the most unique legend in the game as well, and also one of the best solo legends. I have like so many solo wins with Wattson because she's just easy to outplay entire teams with, but we'll say that for later. She requires a much higher IQ to play than all the other legends. Like I said, you cannot pick her up and just be good with Wattson. It's just not gonna happen. First, we're gonna go over her abilities. Her tactical ability is perimeter security, or her fences. They are very, very weak, 10 damage, and also very useful. They do 10 damage like every 0.3 seconds, I think it is, and they give away position whenever an enemy walks into them. You can have 12 placed at any time. If you place more than 12, the oldest one will disappear. It'll like blow up. And I want to show you guys here how far like 12 can reach. It can cover the entire hydro dam, just like a complete line across, so enemies cannot cross it. And it can cover bunker twice, like you can go from one door to the other and then come all the way back. That's how far 12 reach. Her ultimate, interceptor pylon, it will not carry you in a fight. I hear a lot of people saying her ultimate is trash. It will not carry you in a fight, trust me, but it will help a lot. I wish I could give you guys like a full list of all the things her ultimate is capable of, but the official description is that it blocks incoming enemy projectiles like Bangalore ult or Gibraltar ult or grenades, and it also charges your shield, which is not as much as you would think, but it does help sometimes. Her ultimate can also be used to charge her tactical like about 10 times faster, which makes for some crazy fights, and also crazy art if you're into that sort of thing. Her ultimate can also be used to hide behind, which I don't see people do very often. That's just wasting Wattson. But no, her passive is where it gets good. Now her passive, it just pretty much brings her entire kit together like no other legend. You take Bangalore, I don't know, smoke, and then you just, I don't know, throw in, she can run fast because she's a soldier, I guess, and airstrike. Let's throw in airstrike. No, when you're looking at Wattson, her passive is that ultimate accelerants charge your ultimate with just One ultimate accelerate can charge your entire ult. And then, like I said earlier, your ultimate charges your tactical about 10 times faster. So pretty much with Wattson, you're gonna always have abilities. You're always gonna have your ultimate, which is another reason why I say she is the most difficult legend to play. I've been playing Wattson non-stop this season. I've got 40 plus wins, 1,000 plus kills, and even I forget sometimes to place my fences. I'm pretty much always playing around my ultimate with Wattson, which you should be doing too. I see a lot of players make that mistake. If you're playing Wattson, you should, and you're fighting, you should always have your ultimate up, or either an ultimate accelerate in your inventory waiting to charge your ultimate. So whenever you're in a fight, you should always be playing around it. But Wattson is not like any other legend. Remember I said she's the most unique. Take Mirage for example. Use a decoy, catch an enemy off guard, use your ultimate, reposition, and that's pretty much it for that fight. After that, you don't have any more Mirage abilities. Go and fight, you get the kill or you die. With Wattson, it's not like that. You have to remember when you're playing Wattson to tune out of the fight sometimes, because you're always going to have abilities. If you know you're about to lose it, you do not have to. You can run away, fence, enemies will sometimes chase you, catch them off guard. I've killed entire teams with Wattson before at less than 30% of my health because I learned how to run away, place fences, and catch enemies off guard. But that's not going to be as easy as it looks or sounds in this video, because you're going to have, like I said, a high IQ of this legend and this game in general. You're going to have to know like what legends can. There's a couple legends in this game that can literally just fly over your fences and ignore them. You're going to have to know, if you are running away and trying to place a fence, where is a good choke point to place the fence where enemies might actually run into it. These are things I had to learn when playing Wattson, because sometimes I felt like she was underwhelming at first when I didn't really know how to play her, didn't really know how to catch enemies off guard like this. But once you do learn it, it will take some time. You're gonna feel pretty much unstoppable with this legend. Speaking of unstoppable, remember how I said Wattson was probably the best solo legend in the game? Well, this is true, because Wattson can work in a team setting. Pretty much any team, she's gonna be good because she's just a good legend. But when you're by yourself is when Wattson truly shines, because enemies will oftentimes tend to underestimate you when you're by yourself and underestimate the power of your fences. So a lot of times this will result in enemies either just completely ignoring them and trying to run in anyway. Like, bro, what are you doing? I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. Don't do that. And once you down their teammate, here comes the other two running in, and they meet the same fate pretty much. And also, when you're using Wattson in a team setting, your teammates could literally just turn off your fences if they wanted to. They can't shoot them like enemies can, but they can stand on top of them and pretty much make them not work. I'm not saying that teammates will do this, but sometimes it's happened to me before. Teammates will run into them by mistake, not even realizing that they pretty much just cut the fence off and made me useless in a fight. But beside the point of having teammates or not having teammates, it's just scientifically proven that if you're alone, enemies are gonna focus you. Like, if you're the only one they see, you're going to be focused. So if you're the last one alive of your team and you're trying to run away, pretty much guaranteed that they are going to chase you, which pretty much just says, hey, I'm gonna run you into a fence now. If you're good with it, if you're accurate with your fences, and like I said, you practice and know the placements and what part of the map you're on and where's a good choke point to run enemies into. Now to wrap this up, I want you guys to think about everything that I've said in this video, everything that I've told you about Wattson. I can't actually tell you everything that I know because that would take too long. I guess just thumbs up the video if you want a how-to Wattson, if you want to learn how to play her, or just a how-to Wattson video. Wink, wink. But nah, seriously guys, I want to paint like the verbal picture in your mind. Just imagine there's a team fighting. Let's say Caustic, Mirage, and Wraith. And they're all fighting this one particular Wattson. And this Wattson player has mastered everything that I said in this video, and has decent aim and, you know, game knowledge and whatever. And we'll say every ability by this team of 3 is used. Mirage is, he uses ult to reposition. Caustic throws his knocks gas grenade or whatever it's called, and Wraith, I don't know, makes a portal or whatever, or goes into Wraith mode. We'll say Wraith goes into Wraith mode. And this particular Wattson that they're fighting against has them in a box, just a box, like surrounded by her fences, and her ultimate is in the middle. Now I really want you to think about this for a second, guys. If this is the case, then what power do the enemies have? I mean, they are all using abilities to help them or help them win a fight, or 1 or 2, or Caustic is trying to, I don't know, heal his teammates in the gas. But with Wattson, it's different. Wattson, she doesn't do any of this. What Wattson does is own the playing field. She doesn't use abilities to help her. She can, but for the most part, her abilities just let you own the fight. They let you take the fight in whatever direction you want, and Wattson is pretty much just like a god on the battlefield. She owns it. She decides what happens, and she decides when it happens, because she's the only legend that will have her abilities up throughout the fight. At any time in the fight, she's gonna have her abilities up. Now I want you guys to think about this. If somebody was actually to take the time out and master this legend, I mean, holy fuck, because Wattson's just a force to be reckoned with.
C'est sûr qu'elle t'escompille.